I'm absolutely, positively, 1,000% convinced that they weren't looking at the collar of the shirts, whether it was a white collar or blue collar challenge. They were looking at a medical challenge, and they did their very, very best.
And you do or do not categorically deny that preferential treatment was given to politicians and those who work for politicians?
I just, Dan, I regret that whole notion has come into the public discussion. I don't think if you saw and you talked to the men and women involved in the public health delivery system, the doctors, the emergency technicians, they are dealing with lives every single day and the potential for fatalities and the potential to save lives. And they make those very difficult decisions based on very little scientific evidence. It wasn't until a couple weeks ago that the public health delivery system even had to think about the challenge, the 21st century challenge of anthrax delivery, spores of anthrax being delivered and disseminated in the mail.
Mr. Director, I want to pick up something that follow up on something you said earlier. You said we're dealing with 21st century non-state sponsored terrorism.
Right.
Is that the collective judgment of yourself and the President and those around him that what we are dealing with is non-state sponsored terrorism?
Well, it's pretty clear that the non-state terrorists were involved in turning airplanes into missiles, and there's no credible evidence linking the anthrax dissemination to bin Laden. But a lot of people probably have reached their own conclusions before the FBI and the Attorney General have concluded their investigations. And that is more my opinion than anybody else's, but I think it is an opinion that, at least for the time being, absent other information, is probably shared by a lot of Americans. It isn't just coincidental.
From your news and information leader, this is News Channel 5 at 6 with Chris Clark and Vicki Yates.
Good evening. The weather is taking a serious